I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired. Can I see your stats? Number one, they have a good football team. It's a good quarterback, good skill. They have a good football team. You know, to come here and beat them, it's hard to do. You know, I go back to how we did. I told you about 2 days, how the kids didn't want to come inside when it was hot. We go 4 to 6. I practice like this. We went 2.5 weeks in that. Usually we get about halfway through practice, we want to go in, and we didn't even notice it. These guys have been like that ever since. So it's been a great group. I like them. Kenny, I'm really excited about the offense. Running backs, Gary Patterson, great job. You know, for only being a sophomore, really giving us what we need. You got to run. If you want to win championships, you got to be able. You got to throw up, but you got to run. You got to be able to run the football. So, especially when you go on the road, 2 ball games on the road, tough ball games. When it counted, we had to run the football. So, but you know, we just about gave a couple away. We knew they were going to make a surge when they started going fast, and he gets hot. It's really hard to stop him. You gotta maintain him. You're not gonna stop him. So, I mean, we changed more coverages than I've changed in a while. I'll just tell you that right now. But it's you know, the kids did a great job. They never quit on the sidelines. We got tired just like they did. It was hot. We lost a few guys, went out for various reasons, and guys had to step up. You know, the rotation, if you notice defensive line-wise, I think made a big difference for us again. It cost us, though, a 3rd down because we had him 3rd, 12, 13, 3rd incomplete, and we didn't get guys subbed, and we shouldn't have been subbing him. But outside of that, I thought they did a great job. You know, through the season, that gives you an opportunity to stay healthy. Coach Gundy's really done an unbelievable job here. Fan base here, it's unbelievable. I love playing here. It's the first time we've won here. I love playing here. But I'm very proud of my football team and my coaching staff. We knew what we were going to get into. We knew this was a 4-game season until we got to our off week. That's what we planned it. We wanted to be 3-0 going into this ball game to give ourselves an opportunity. We wanted to be relevant. You know, our program has been, we've had our times when we've been relevant, and when you play big games, and that's all you want to do is you want to win enough ball games that you know that people take notice. You know, it's also an advantage for us that nobody was giving us a chance. We play a lot better like that. Always have, always will be. We've always been a better underdog. But outside of that, it's really a good football game. You know, it's hard to go win on the road. You know, there'll be some things I won't be happy about tomorrow, but bottom line is they have good players. And so besides the one vertical route, and then we let a wheel by number 3 get out the back end down on the last touchdown, I thought our kids did a pretty good job of coverage against their guys. They got some good players.
Kenny was incredible on 3rd down, 8 of 11, I think, on 3rd down, 7 first downs, and I don't know if that was a read at the end there or he just handed the ball off, but his performance and poise today. Comment on how well.
Well, yeah, you know, I've been telling you guys, everybody's been waiting for him to fall, but we still got 8 games left. But I've been telling you, you know, quarterbacks, and I keep saying this, quarterbacks that get recruited into systems that throw the football, sometimes, a lot of times, they get caught up in this: how many yards and how many touchdowns. If you want to win championships, you have to get out of that phase, and you have to get into what do I have to do to win. I think Mason Rudolph does that. I think he knows how to win. And I think that's what Kenny's learned. He's just do what we have to do. If we have to make a read, if I have to keep the ball, if I have to throw the slant, I have to throw the post, whatever I have to do. But like I've been saying, coming into the season, I've been very proud of the way he's handled himself maturity-wise. You know, I've had several people that have interviewed him 3 years ago and now interviewed him now that would say the same thing about it. You know, and the thing about it is that, you know, they're excited, but, you know, they know like I told them, we didn't listen to anybody when they didn't give us a chance. Well, we're not going to listen to anybody when now they're going to tell us how great we are. If we do, then we've made the same mistake. We got 2 weeks to get ready for a really good West Virginia team. It's playing really well on offense. They give everybody problems on defense. Both of us are going to have 2 weeks to get ready for the game. We got to play at our house. And so, you know, we're just glad we're 4-0. it's hard to be 4-0 nowadays and play people like Arkansas, and play people like Oklahoma State on the road. I mean, those are places hard to play. We got only 4 road games left to go, and we still got Manhattan, we still got Norman, we still got Ames, Iowa, and we still got Lubbock. We got 4 tough road games, and we still have Texas. We have Baylor at home, along with Kansas. So, you know, we're excited about the opportunity we have. You know, it's been a fun group, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm tired. I know they're tired. I will sleep tonight. That was hot. It was hot out there. And it takes a lot for me to say it's hot.
Gary, the 39 minutes time of possession, was that part of the offensive game plan? It was to try and limit their possessions? No,
not really. You know, we knew that they've always been where they haven't allowed us a lot of big plays. And we knew to get them to come up so we could do some, we were going to have to run the football. And, you know, I think the rotation of running backs has really helped us. And I think it hurt them a little bit because, you know, they're going to grow into having a guy to go along with their running back. But last year they had Riga Childs and they had, I forget the big guy, number 32, Ben Carson. When they played us last year, they pounded us because they rotated 3 tailbacks. Well, we were able to get that to do it, and we didn't even have Kyle Hicks today. But you know, it wasn't so much. We knew we had to do whatever we had to do. It just happened to turn out like it did. We knew we were going to have to score points. It helps if they're not on the field, to be honest with you, because they're a good football team.
What was the key to taking away the long ball?
Well, first off, the first one I was really upset because I was in man under. A guy was supposed to be a half deep, and he's over there playing the short post and lets the best player on the field run the deep post. I'm actually in a man under coverage, and we let him grow it over our heads. That's even makes me even madder about the whole situation. But you know, we were going. Our whole thing was making sure that we didn't let him get loose. Because here's the thing: it's not so much about him catching long balls; it's they feed off of it. Their energy, they feed off the long ball and the quick play and doing all of it. And for us, we wanted to make it. They were going to do anything, and that's really what the group did. As a general rule, we made them drive it. We made them drive it, and we made them drive it. And, you know, then anything can happen. And we played pretty good red zone defense through 4 ball games. And so I was, you know, I knew that we could at least hold our own. Again, I go back to they're just a good football team.
Is your team pretty healthy? You mentioned, I know Kyle's.
He'll be back. You know, we got 2 weeks now. We knew to hold him out. He didn't do much this week. He'll be back. You know, Bosin couldn't play a half. That hurt us in the rotation at the end. As a general rule, I think the only guy I'm worried about right now is Patrick Morris. Outside of that, everything else is good, I think.
You mentioned Anderson briefly. It's one thing we've seen him, you know, have good, you know, games the past couple of weeks, but to give him 26 carries, almost $170, 3 scores. I mean, is that as good of a performance you've had from a back, especially one as young as him?
Well, I'd have to think about it because we've had some good backs, but obviously a sophomore in this kind of ball game, obviously, is a big and not turn the ball over. I think that's probably his big thing because he took some shots, but you know, he made some cuts, did some plays, and like I told him to keep his nose down. And we got a long season.
Some of your best teams, Gary, have had great secondaries. The way you mentioned you wanted to make them drive, but they also made a ton of competitive plays. Your secondary against what a lot of people thought was the best receiving core in college football. What did you think of their performance today?
Yeah, they battled. You know, they caught it. We were right on them. Eatman caught at least 4 balls where we're right there, and he makes the play, and we don't make the play. And so that, you know, it's, you know, they battle. Anytime you give me an older secondary that I can move around as chess people, then I'm gonna give people problems. If I can't, then you know, the way people, especially in this league, you're gonna get in trouble. But and you know, all those guys, and I rotated Markel Simmons and you know Nico, and we rotated our corners. So you guys know Julius Lewis will not be back this season. He had surgery yesterday. He did something on Sunday's practice, and so you know he's down. But it's, you know, as you saw, the next guy's got to step up. So we got 2 weeks to keep bringing all the rest of the young corners along and doing the things we need to do. And
on that throwback that Nick intercepted, it looked like you guys were prepared for that play. Is that something y'all worked on during the week?
Well, yeah, it's a double pass. Yeah, since we only had about 2 of them last week. You know, but we had prepared for the hitch and go, the hitch, and then also when they all stay on the line of scrimmage. And, you know, some years we wouldn't be as lucky and the ball would have been incomplete and it just would have been third down. And for us, Nick, you know, older player, he makes the interception, which was awesome.
Were you surprised to see that there? I mean, they're kind of getting going finally.
You know, well, you know, it's not my job to be critical of them. The bottom line to it is, if it works, it's an unbelievable play. If it doesn't work, then, but it's, you know, it's, they're, you know, the thing about it is you got to realize when they're going quick, they're trying to get you to screw up because you're not thinking, right? And that's one of the things we were able to do. They went formation in the boundary a lot today. We knew that they were going to do it. We knew that's where a lot of their gadget stuff comes from, is in the boundary. And obviously we worked on having a 5-man secondary helps us get lined up to some of that stuff a little bit easier than what a 4-3 defense or other people do. So, but I'm not bragging. We gave up 31 points. So trust me, they have more yards than we did. So I mean but I don't care.
Gary, Mike just said 3 times he went out of his way to say he got out-coached today. What does that mean to you?
Well, you know, I called Mike, just so you understand, you know, all of us all compete. I called Mike middle of the week after game plans were done about his father-in-law. You know, I talked to Coach Stoops last night. You know, one of the things you guys all realize, we all have to compete, but we're all people, and we all have the same problems. So, you know, for me, I'm highly in high regard of what he does, how his coaches coach, and how they do things in Stillwater. Is, you know, because TCU and Oklahoma State, we don't get the 4- and 5-star guys very much. So we got to do it with other guys. And to see a team like Oklahoma State, you know, I'm proud of them. Everybody says, well, they're going to win a lot of football games. They're going to give a lot of people problems before they're done. They had a couple linemen out. They had a wide receiver out, Lacey, which is a good player. I mean, you know, you all have to get ready. You all have to get ready to play and get ready to go, and the next guy has to step up.
Gary, in 2014, you guys beat Oklahoma at home. That was pretty big. You guys pulling off this one is pretty significant. I know historical perspective isn't maybe your thing right now, but which one do you think is bigger or a bigger surprise?
Which was the bigger surprise?
Yeah.
In 2005.
Forget that one. I'm talking about as a conference member.
Next question.
Beating them and Norman was, with Adrian Peterson, you know, that was probably, all of you were, I mean, the media wanted to come on Sunday because they hadn't even come out to any of our practices. They didn't know what our players' names were. I mean, it's, you know, then I get beat by SMU the next week. We went on to be 11-1, and that was our only loss. I mean, it's, you know, it's, you know, I'm gonna try to get to 153. Get to 5-0. That's what my job is.
Gary, some of your best seasons have come a year after you've either been 500 or had losing records. Why do you think that's going to be the case?
I don't know. Maybe again, I go back to, I think we're better underdogs. I don't. That's probably, it starts with the head coach, to be honest with you. I don't know what that is, but it's, you know, if we can hold stand that we never have. You know, we still got a lot of games left to play. We can hold stand and still win more than we lose, and not ever have back-to-back seasons, losing seasons. Before I'm done here, I'd say that would be a big accomplishment. But we still got 8 ball games left to go, so a lot of football left.
You know you're not going to be the underdogs anymore, right?
Oh yeah, we will. Man. Trust me. I saw West Virginia score, Oklahoma score, Kansas State at Kansas State. I've watched Iowa State play already. They're very good, especially at home. You just go down the list. Texas played a great game the other night. I mean, you just go down the list of. It doesn't get any easier. It's hard to win. I don't care who you play, what you're doing. It's hard to win. So you just need to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. At least till tomorrow morning at 9.
Gary, getting the pressure on Rudolph, especially for a lot of your guys on the left side, seemed to be kind of crucial.
Well, you know, they lost their right tackle. Didn't play on the right guard. I think they got tired. You know, we kept running people in. We probably played 4 or 5 defensive ends on that side. We just kept, and we went to a 3-man rush to try to control. They throw the ball so fast, so I knew that, you know, you'd want to have a 4-man rush, but the problem is you got too many one-on-one situations. So we went to what we call our dime package, to where we got to a 3-man rush, and that wears your guys out because you're getting doubled by the guards and everything else, but you're making him hold the football. You know, and really it just came down to seconds. How many, you know, can you keep whatever you